One second.
Then it's important to see if anyone wants any dessert. I always like to come over to the table with dessert menus fanned across my face, so it looks kind of exotic and a little bit more entertaining, and say, you want something sweet this afternoon? Sweet. Usually people say what, and that's a good enough yes to hand the menu to them.
Yeah.
Always make sure that you hand it to them, even if they're in the middle of a discussion, sometimes argument, even if they're in a passionate embrace, if they're on a romantic date. Yeah. You get the menu between them and you put it in their hand.
Make sure it is in their hands.
In their hand. Otherwise, no one orders dessert. Who orders dessert without being forced?
No one does.
No one does.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Now they've enjoyed dessert, again, go through the proper sequence of service, serving from the left, touching both back of shoulder and front of shoulder above the nipple, also checking to see if they are enjoying the way it looks, then checking again to see if they're enjoying the flavor, then tasting it if they're not enjoying the flavor.
Even if you hate dessert, you have to taste it.
Yeah.
You have to stomach that disgusting creme brulee.
You have to. Then, you quickly clear everything, including the water glasses, to let them know that their meal is complete and it's time for them to vacate the premise. It is an implicit agreement.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Now it's time to present the check. This is another point when you can really establish your presence.
Most important is a first impression, but what's even more important is the last impression you give.
Which is when you finish up all your touches if you're not at 10 or more.
If you're not at 10 by this point, I'm sorry, you're not going to get a 38% gratuity.
It's not going to happen.
Don't panic and get all your touches in. You're gonna create a mess.
It'll be the tapping situation again.
The tapping.
No one likes the tapping.
No one likes the tapping. No one likes to be tapped on the shoulder.
But one thing that you can do to really increase the probability is to loom over the person who is signing the check.
Right. You have established from the beginning. You've already established who's going to pay the check, give that person the check, and loom over them. And, you know, if they need help with math, you're there to help them with math. I have a Casio calculator watch for a reason. I stand there, and then if I see any pause with when they're trying to add, I bring the calculator watch to them, and I allow them to press. I allow them to press any of the buttons, use it at their leisure. It's a handy tool. I highly recommend buying these. They're cheap. They're not durable, so I recommend buying them in bulk.
And now we've reached the conclusion of any normal dinner. It's important that you say thank you at least
7 times.
7 times between the time that you drop the check and the time that they've left the restaurant. Again, now is the herding action again, following them to let them know which way to get to the door. Don't leave them, of course.
Do not leave.
You herd behind.
Behind. Like the sheepdog. Like the
sheepdog.
And remember, you might never see them again. So remember their faces, say your goodbyes, and make that goodbye sincere, as if it's the last goodbye you'll ever say to them.
Because it may very well be.
It may very well be the last goodbye.
Hey, guys, you're doing so good. Table 4, they really, really want to order. I think he's diabetic or...
We'll bring him some sugar.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh.
Give him some sugar.
Thank you.
Oh no, we're not.
We're not brothers.